Thank you, Raja, for joining in. We were discussing about crypto just now. You into crypto business. How has been last 2 to 3 years, or let's say 5 years, for crypto in India?
So it's been a roller coaster ride overall, right? So there has been a huge bull run, let's say 3-4 years back, and the market has like grown exponentially. Then there was a bear market. Then there were like all these regulations that's going around and everything, right? So more or less, like it's been a roller coaster ride, but the experience has been great. So to give you in terms of context, anybody who has put, let's say, any penny before 6 months in Bitcoin can never be in loss. So Bitcoin has been the most best performing asset, better than let's say US dollar, gold, any global currency, any stock you put together. Bitcoin alone has been, let's say, the best performing, let's say, asset all over the world. Right?
This
So you
is
can
this
consider
is
that.
surprising. This is new to me. Now, from India's standpoint, consumers, how aware are people? How receptive our customers have been so far?
So Indian customers are extremely excited about crypto, right? Technically, if you see, in terms of actual unique trader count, right, we have one of the largest, let's say, trading base all over the world, right? If you compare even with the global markets as such, right? So Indian customers invest all across, and one of the key patterns that we see is most of these customers are like in the range of let's say 20 to 35, and crypto has been their first investment. And we have like more than like 60% of our customer base from tier 2 and tier 3 kind of markets, right? And customers prefer to invest all across the portfolio, from blue chip coins to let's say meme coins to altcoins. So all these kind of things people try to invest. So overall, to put into perspective, customers are extremely excited, right? It's just the regulatory hurdles and uncertainties that's keeping them off, right? But the potential to grow is like extremely large.
I mean, you brought in regulatory perspective in your last answer. Now we understand that there is a huge tax ban on crypto or Bitcoin. How are you observing that? What can we expect from policymakers on this?
I mean, like, so to give in terms of perspective, so FIU, right, the Financial Intelligence Unit, is basically the quasi-regulator for crypto, right? And Geotas is one of the very few exchanges that is like completely authorized and approved by FIU. So we report to FIU, and Geotas has been part of, let's say, framing the policy papers, the discussions all around, let's say, crypto regulation for almost like 3 to 4 years. We have given our inputs and insights and everything. So taxation is one important thing. The uncertainty around, let's say, crypto investments and all these kind of things is also another huge thing, right? So we are working towards it, right? Probably like the policy paper has to come out, probably like next 3 to 6 months, right? We would get to know, let's say, what the government stand on it as of the moment.
Interesting. What new can we expect from your company? What are your future growth plans, let's say 12 months or 18 months down the line?
See, Geotas is like one of the largest players within crypto space, right? And we offer multiple products like spot exchange, let's say simple buy sell. We have like staking on almost like simple buy sell. Now you have, let's say, your SAPs. You can also do crypto SAPs and Geotas, right? So we have, let's say, a portfolio of products, right? And what we are bringing to the market in the month of August, right? Like after a lot of effort and everything, we are also launching Geotas futures, right? Which would enable customers to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these different future options and let's say all these different trading activities just from our app, and that we believe would be a game changer, basically expanding our, let's say, revenue ecosystem.
You already mentioned about the potential.
Yeah.
There's a huge opportunity. You mentioned about also the age group, 25 to 35. Do you see a scope of work somewhere that can accelerate this growth further? What is needed to be done there?
So what kind of work in the sense?
I mean, anything that can be done from a policy standpoint, from an industry standpoint, from a consumer standpoint. What needs to be done in terms of accelerating reception, or let's say growth?
See, basically there is a huge demand for, let's say, buying and selling crypto already in the market, right? So one of the key things why people stay away from crypto is because of, let's say, uncertainty in terms of regulations, and people think, let's say, because of all this bad news and all this kind of things around it, people think it's like a bad thing. That's one of the key
Yeah.
things. So we believe that if there is a clear, certain, let's say, policy paper from government and let's say crypto regulations that are coming into the market, right? See, crypto is, let's say, $3 trillion kind of asset size, and $90 billion everyday trading happens. India is like having so much customer base, and we are just doing, let's say, $1-2 billion kind of market. So
Yeah.
we have the ability to grow a lot, right? And the only way that it can happen basically is with, let's say, tax certainty and also government regulations on crypto.
In terms of, we spoke about that the number is very small, and we can do wonders, and there is a latent potential. Do you see that people are still seeing it as a less trusted asset class? or what can be done there? Do you feel that making people aware is another vertical that you need to invest in?
Exactly. Educating the customer is one of the key areas that we always invest in, right? So our founders, let's say Vikram and Arjun, they do, let's say, weekly AMAs in terms of educating the customer, and we do the extra mile in terms of ensuring that the customer is getting educated on it. So one of the key things is like crypto is like any other asset, right? And while you do portfolio allocation, like crypto is a risky asset, first of all, you need to understand that, right? So you would actually allocate, let's say, every year some money into, let's say, FD, some money into, let's say, treasuries, then some money into, let's say, blue chip stocks, and then something into, let's say, random stocks and everything, right? So similar to that, if a customer is coming new into crypto, he should be educated in terms of, let's say, how the portfolio has to be allocated. He should allocate, let's say, less than 5% of his portfolio within crypto, and even within crypto, he should allocate it across, let's say, blue chip like Bitcoin, Ethereum kind of coins maximum, and let's say small on this meme tokens and all this kind of assets, right? So we need to educate the customer, and there are a lot of scams that are going on and everything. So we do all the effort to do extra mile in terms of educating, let's say, what they need to trust and what they should not trust, how they can avoid scams, and how they can invest responsibly, right? And it's not going to be a magic wand, right? How they can invest responsibly and take returns out of it. Technically, if people have invested responsibly, nobody could be ever in loss in Bitcoin technically, unless you made a mistake. Because it's at the all-time high of, let's say, more than $107,000.
That's optimistic and that's encouraging.
No, that's a 7-year data.
Yeah. Good. The company is now 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Talk about what are your future growth plans? 12 months, 18 months down the line. What are your milestones you are seeing, you're looking at?
So we are like growing exponentially, right? We have, let's say, more than 15 lakh plus customer, and we are going, let's say, at like 30% in terms of month-on-month user growth and revenue numbers and everything. We are also launching futures. We believe that would also expand, let's say, the opportunities. And we have the maximum number of cryptos already in the market. More than
Are you
350.
also exploring different geographies?
So currently with Geotest, we believe India is the best geography. Within India, the opportunity to grow is like so much. We are just not even at the tip of it. Like in terms of comparison, the crypto future market is extremely large, but it's less than 2% of existing equity futures market, right? So we have 98% to grow.
Perfect. Thank you, Raja.